Anthony Budo, Journey Evolution, and in this video, we are going to take a look at the quote, "Do you know what happens when you give a procrastinator a good idea? Nothing." So are you ready? Let's go. All right, let's jump right into this quote. I want to start out by asking you, are you a procrastinator? Be honest with yourself. Do you often wait till the last minute to finish or even start something? And do you always find that perfect excuse that enables you to push something off to a later date? I want you to take a few minutes and think about that. Think about the tasks, the responsibilities, the goals, anything that you wanted to achieve, and it kind of just never happened. You never really got to doing them. You never really accomplished it because you let them slip away. You let procrastination kind of hold you back. I know when I saw this quote, I kind of chuckled because, one, I think it's kind of funny, but also it's because I've allowed procrastination to hold me back so many times. It was kind of like a little slap in the face. It was like, hey, anything that you've wanted to achieve and you didn't, it's because you didn't do it. The only person stopping you is you. And if you're constantly procrastinating, well, then you need to take a look at that. See what it's about. See what's holding you back. If you've ever said, I'll get to it in a minute, and that minute turns into an hour, turns into a day, turns into a week, well then maybe you need to take a look at what's holding you back. What can you change now to get moving forward? Because remember, life does not stop because you do. So for me personally, I had to become friends with procrastination. I had to acknowledge when I was allowing it to hold me back, when I was allowing it to keep me from moving forward to getting the things that I needed to get done. If you think about it, anything that you put off to a later date, no matter what it is, it's still going to be lingering inside. So as you get closer to that date, you're like, oh, I need to get those things done. You know what? I could wait a little bit longer. Well, the longer that you wait, the more stress it's going to cause you. But say if you tackled them right away, you got them done, cross them off the list, well then you feel lighter. You accomplish something and you feel better about it. So the best way to attack procrastination, I know this worked for me and I'm sure it could work well for you, is to have a game plan, have a strategy. Because when you have that structure, then you know what you need to do to move forward. If you're kind of just going about it in a roundabout way, well then it's not prioritized. You don't have a clear path in sight. So one of the first things that I like to do is I like to make a list, whether it's for the day, for the week, or even for a short amount of time, even like 30 days. One of the things that I created was a journal that helped me keep track daily. I'd make a list of the things that I wanted to achieve in like 30 days or 60 days, but then I'd also focus on daily activities to keep me moving ahead. Remember, all you need to do is make 1% progress every day. Over a year, that's 365% progress. So it's not like you need to climb a mountain in one day, but if you could take a couple little steps, get you headed in the right direction, it'll make it more manageable. You won't allow procrastination to hold you back as much. It won't be overwhelming to you and you won't mind taking those little steps as opposed to attack it in one shot. So make a list. Make a list of all of the little things that you can do today that are going to help move you forward. And do that every day. And also don't be hard on yourself if you don't accomplish everything. At the end of the day, take inventory. You're like, okay, I got this one done, Oh, you know what? I didn't get to that one. Let me put it on the list for tomorrow. So make a list. I'm telling you, it'll definitely benefit you, at least to give you a structure of what you want to do on a daily basis. So another thing that you can do is pick a date. Like I just mentioned, you have daily goals, which are good to look at, small little steps. And I mentioned doing like a 30-day block, maybe a 60-day block. You'd be surprised how much you can accomplish over 30 days, 60 days, 6 months, a year. So pick a realistic, achievable date. Now, if you say, well, I want to write a book. I want to get a degree. If you pick a date for like the end of next week, well, that might be unrealistic. So make sure you take a look at what you really want to achieve and pick a realistic date, something that you can work towards every day and it's achievable. Another thing that is important to do is block off time. If you know you have to do something, and this could be anything, say you have responsibilities, work responsibilities, no matter what it is, block off time. Say from this time to this time, and give yourself 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it is. That is designated specifically for that task. Nothing will get in the way, no distractions. Turn off your phone if you need to, do whatever you need to do. That chunk of time is specifically designed for whatever it is you assign to it. It'll keep you focused, it'll keep you moving ahead. I have to do this all the time because I can easily wander off and start doing something else. So pick a time. First thing in the morning, I'm going to do this. Or a half hour before I go to sleep, I'm going to take care of this. Start seeing where you can start blocking off time to help better structure what you want to achieve, what you need to achieve. This way procrastination doesn't really sneak in. You know what you need to do, you get it done. And another thing that I love to do is reward versus punishment. Now, if you think about any time you didn't achieve something, what happens? You beat yourself up about it. You get down on yourself about it. How about reframing that? How about setting small little rewards along the way to help you motivate yourself, to push you through? Say you want to achieve something in 30 days. Well, how about every 5 days, after you've accomplished little tasks, you reward yourself with an hour of just leisure of doing nothing. You can do whatever you want. Or pick a day, pick one day of the week and just not focus on whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Give yourself that relaxation, give yourself that recharge time. It's very important to help you make progress as you move forward. Because sometimes goals or tasks, they could take more time than we'd like, especially if they're responsibilities or obligations that we have to get done no matter what. The best way to accomplish those is to give yourself a little reward after you achieved them. Pat on the back, acknowledgement. Realize that you can do it, just takes a little time, a little effort. Don't put it off. Oh, you know what? I'll get to it tomorrow. Because you know when you get to it tomorrow, you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be demotivated. You're not going to be in the right mind frame to accomplishing what you need to get done. So I want you to think about that. Think about how often you procrastinate on a daily basis. What specifically are you trying to avoid getting done? Are you waiting to the last minute to get something done? Or is it a goal that you want and you just never get around to it? Well, then reassess the goal. If you're procrastinating around it, you're not really accomplishing it, you're not really moving forward towards it, well, maybe then you need to reevaluate the goal. Figure out what it is that you want, why that you want it, so you know exactly what you need to do to move forward. So leave me a comment, let me know. I want to know what you've been procrastinating on and what you can do today, not tomorrow, today to get started moving in the right direction. Start making those daily lists. All you have to do is put a few things on there. Don't go crazy, especially if you procrastinate quite often. Take little steps. Leave me a comment and let me know. I am curious to find out. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. Together, we can become stronger individuals. Educate, engage, evolve, and I will see you soon.